My wife threw away my late wife's tapes. Now I don't think I can forgive her. I don't know what to do anymore. My wife, Wendy, threw away the last memories I had of my late wife, Chloe, and I can't even bring myself to look at her. I have a daughter, Eleanor, from my first marriage. She's turning 18 in 2 weeks. Before she was born, Chloe and I had a tradition. We documented her entire pregnancy on videotapes. We recorded everything, us joking around, having lunch, and even speaking to our unborn child through the camera. These tapes were special, a time capsule of love and excitement, and we made a promise. Eleanor would get to see them on her 18th birthday. But Chloe never got to keep that promise. 2 years after Eleanor was born, she was killed by a drunk driver. Losing her destroyed me. I fell into a deep depression, barely holding on as I raised our daughter alone. Friends urged me to move on, but every date felt like a betrayal. It took years before I even considered love again. When Eleanor was 13, I met Wendy at my sister's birthday party. She was a single mom with 2 kids in college, and we hit it off right away. She didn't mind that I had a daughter, and after 2 years of dating, we got married. Everything was fine. Until now. Eleanor's 18th birthday is approaching, and I was so excited to finally show her the tapes. Since she was only 2 when Chloe passed, she doesn't remember her mother's voice or touch. These tapes were supposed to change that. Last week, I mentioned them to Wendy, and her mood shifted. She's never liked when I talk about Chloe, not that I ever compare them. I only speak about her to help my daughter understand the mother she never got to know. But Wendy always said it made her feel like she could never measure up. Chloe was once a model before starting a fashion career. And while I never cared about that, Wendy often compared herself, calling herself not in the best shape after having 2 kids. I reassured Wendy that I love her for who she is. She cried that night, and I comforted her, thinking we had finally worked through her insecurities. I was wrong. The next day, Wendy apologized for the way she acted and asked to see the tapes. I showed her the box where I kept them in my closet, thinking she was just trying to understand their importance. I had no idea what she was really planning. Yesterday morning, I went to retrieve the tapes to put them in a nicer box for Eleanor. But the box was gone. I searched everywhere before heading downstairs, where I found Wendy casually watching TV. When I asked about the tapes, she told me, without any remorse, that she had thrown them away. My heart stopped. I asked her to explain, and she just shrugged, saying I talk about Chloe too much and needed to move on. She said she got rid of the tapes to give me a head start. I lost it. Not only did she erase my last physical memories of Chloe, but she also stole the one thing I had been waiting to give Eleanor for 18 years. She threw away my daughter's chance to connect with her mother. We argued, and when she saw how furious I was, she suddenly started apologizing. But it was too late. I locked myself in our bedroom and cried. It's the next morning, and I'm in my office, desperately searching my computer for old video files, anything I can salvage for my daughter. I've ignored Wendy for the past day, but she hasn't stopped texting me, begging for forgiveness. Our mutual friends are even messaging me, telling me to accept her apology and get over it, because Chloe has been gone for over 10 years. But they don't understand. They don't know what it's like to lose someone so close, to hold on to the last pieces of them, only for someone else to rip them away. Now I'm left wondering, am I overreacting, or is this unforgivable? I don't know what to do.